squashed right now. So, let's fucking dive into Noah's world. Fuck the Eagles. All right, I'm done. Oh my God, Jeff, would you stop? Can you just stop? Can we play D&D, Jeff? Or you want to just dig at me because you don't enjoy sports? See that? That's the funny thing with Philly. It doesn't even need to fall into the earth to be a sinkhole because it's already a fucking sinkhole. I love everybody from Philly.
You heard about some ruffians messing with this temple to Sans in the center of the town. So you, with some urging from Jaden, went and inevitably got into a fight with this blood witch creature and her companion. Ended up killing both of them. Right as your new party member, Friar Polycarp, came into the building and saw the massacre. After some explanation, everything seemed fine. You guys found some burned scripture and a note that said, let me find the note, way up here. Take control of Willowsdale. I know taking these outer towns feels like slave work, but it's worth it for the bigger plan. Having these makes taking the ruins easier. Stay safe, sister. You guys then left the temple as the priests were cleaning up and went back to the tavern. See the Sky Moon's Eye Tavern and Inn. I think some of you started doing drinking games and arms wrestling while Fuck and Finch were just about to head out. And that's where I'll pick up. So you guys are in the tavern. Polycarp's currently arm wrestling this like fat 80-year-old man. he's kind of pretending, but this old guy's really trying, but inevitably. What would you like to do?
Where are we going?
I don't know. I forgot.
So we were.
Is that odd? Sorry, everything's kind of odd. right now. I'm not used to
What?
the scenes.
It's fun on.
The Friars arm wrestling an 80-year-old man.
He looks old.
Okay.
He looks about
Fuck.
80. You don't know how actually old he is.
Fuck, focus. We were gonna go. You said that there was a hideout for the road.
Oh yeah,
We were
yeah,
gonna go check it out.
yeah, totally.
Hold on, I'm gonna put my breastplate back on because I realize it does nothing for me not wearing it.
Oh,
All right, I'm coming with you.
and that?
Okay.
Am I here?
I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Is
fine.
Paul here?
Yeah, you guys are all here.
All right, then I'd like to think that Paul would immediately help you with your breastplate.
Yep.
Okay,
Start
sure.
putting it on. And
Like I'm still talking to Fuck, like as we're going out the door, he's putting it on me, and it feels really
Soft,
awkward.
young
Like, okay,
hands
oh,
caress
oh,
your back.
okay,
Also, really good at doing that walking and buckling thing. Like he can walk with you and strap and
yeah.
Finch elaborates very clearly that breastplate armor does nothing to disadvantage my stealth.
Okay.
No, I'm
I
fine.
don't know how
I'm
it
very
works.
light on my feet. I'm very light on my feet.
You totally look it, man. Let's.
I feel.
No.
Hey, I didn't ask to look like this, Fuck. I was dead. You could have left me dead.
I didn't-
Oh, you lost your arm. I really didn't have like a lot of input on the whole situation here, so
Well,
because I was dead.
maybe you should be.
So
a
you
little
can't
bit
really
more
hold that-
grateful, You know.
Maybe you should be a little less smelly and take a bath. Both of us need stuff to learn.
Trying to solve.
Are we gonna?
mysteries,
Are we fucking
all
go
right?
or not?
I could take a bath or solve a mystery. I'm trying to.
I'm trying to smell the mystery out with you, but you know, I can't do it next to you.
Yeah. Let's go look at let's go look at this place. Looking back at my notes.
Hold on a minute.
Way better
Hold on a minute.
notes.
I'm gonna go.
on like the foreshot that I did the last time
Hold on.
we played this. So.
I'm gonna head over to the table where Sir Rowland is, while Polycarp is arm wrestling. Sorry, I put food in my mouth.
Hi there.
Sir Rowland. Fuck and I are gonna go take a look at that house. We're gonna go take a look at that road hideout. We're gonna go take a look at that road hideout. I just want you to know that if we're not back by nightfall, by the end of the night, maybe be worried.
I take it you don't want me to accompany you?
Looking to be a little lighter on our feet. No.
What?
We're looking to be light on our feet. Less is more.
Oh, I see. Do you want to take Paul?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. Excellent. All right. Well,
I'm gonna grab somebody's drink off the table, like a shot, if someone's got it. I'm just gonna like
yeah, it's mine.
knock it back, and be like, all right, we'll be back later.
Right then. I look around for a drink. Is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything I can do to help you?
You know, be casual. Don't look suspicious.
Okay.
Smooth your
All right,
people
I'm
while
gonna-
you're here.
I'm gonna adjust my posture on the bar and rethink it. Switch the other side.
And if food comes to the table while I'm there, I'm just gonna like snag Rowland's food as I like leave.
Yes.
Like, I'm just gonna grab it off.
Can I get a pebble and just toss
I was
it at
switching my
Finch's head?
posture.
Like to like be like,
Yeah.
come on,
Sure.
you know.
So I like to think that like the food was coming as I was switching my posture. So like he swipes the food, and then by the
Yeah.
time I turn around, like it's not even there, and like
No, you're there.
Like
You just
walk
keep
up to
waiting.
I walk up to Fuck with like a bowl of food. I'm like, right?
Hey, it's good to know some things haven't changed.
Polycarp's leaning in, talking to Paul, like holding like a chicken leg and thigh, and he's talking about the tenets of arm wrestling. He's like, the key is leverage. Leverage. You see, you have to get him at the apex, and you go over the.
Okay.
Like,
And
trying
he's
part my
fully invested. Yeah. So you guys head out of the
Ditch the
building.
bowl. I like eat half the bowl and ditch it on like just a table somewhere else, and like
You walk out and you hand it to like, the guy holding a cup right outside the door.
there you go.
His eyes light up.
Keep
He
it-
just starts
I'm just like keep up the good work.
you don't even hear his response as you walk away.
It's dark
Just a
out,
couple
right?
blocks down the road. Yeah, it's pushing. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
starting to get dinner time, and it's
I'm going smooth.
so
I do not want to be noticed if possible. So
sure. Let's go ahead and make stealth
Do my
checks.
best. I do my best to likewise.
19 on a die. That's a 29.
29. Okay.
17 on the die is like 22.
22 and 29. So you guys, Rylan, you're kind of, as you're adjusting your posture, sort of trying to get casual. You see them like walk out of the door, and then Finch hands off the chili, or whatever mysterious food.
Chili,
it
that's
was.
fine. Chili. I'm eating chili.
And a man like walks in front of them, and they're gone, disappeared into the shadows.
Classic bus goes by kind of
Yep,
scenario. Yeah.
Yep. So you guys travel through alleyways and shadows, a couple blocks down the road, and you find the building, Fimbic and Sons.
Do we notice any markings on any alley like walls or anything? I have Thieves' Cant when I went rogue, and I'm just assuming that the Thieves' Cant that I picked up was off of that road book
Sure.
that I deciphered.
Yeah. Make a perception check. You definitely see a couple. Even just with nothing, it's easy to
Yeah,
find. But
my passive is 21.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pull
Yeah,
what
that's
you
fine,
guys
yeah.
pull to me when I'm DMing. However,
17, Noah.
that perception check for me is only a 10. I'm probably more
10,
focused
okay.
on being not detected.
so, yeah. So you're kind of splitting your focus. So just with your passive, like I said, you see a couple just along alley walls, and you see in the same place that you saw one at this building that you're headed to, which is at the bottom left corner of the door, you see like that same symbol marked into a couple buildings as well.
Yeah.
Not just alleyways, but you see a couple doors that are marked with it as well.
Fancy dagger.
Um,
If I can put a line through it without
Sure.
taking too much time, but like just kind
Mhm.
of
Yeah, just as you're walking by.
marking like an abandoned building, kind of like
Sure.
just a circle and a line.
So you see Freud's Furs is one that has the mark, and Daima and Sons,
Freud's-
which is where you got your breastplate, Finch.
All right.
Fuck, what are you doing?
Does I think
thought
there's
that shit was
connections between the people we're tracking down and these places.
Oh, I was there earlier today. I looked down at my breastplate, probably a lot more dented than it was when I first got it from him. Like,
There's a couple dents, couple scuffs.
I might not be getting my money back for this.
Did you?
All right.
Did they give off any vibes, or was your guard down?
I didn't look. Connections are connections, but they didn't look like members. I will say that they seemed normal enough, but
In my experience,
this could mean anything.
If they're aiding the road, they're just as guilty as if they were members. So
I mean, that's pretty black and white, fuck. I mean, what if they're paying protection money to the road just so they don't get hassled? What if it's a mark to indicate not to bother them? There's a lot of meanings that could mean.
Well,
But
I'm crossing them out because someone's gonna walk by this that's looking for this sign, and I want them to know someone's watching.
right,
Well, stay low,
sure, no, whatever.
just to block up.
I'm good at that.
You guys
I didn't
continue
mean
and
it
you
like
find
that, but I could have. Yeah, that's what I meant.
you guys find Fimbic and Sons general store. There's a sign that says open right on the front. And there's small light on that you can see flickering in the windows. The first floor and the second floor is completely dark.
Maybe you go and talk your way around, create a distraction. This is the building that I pegged.
Yep.
You want me to talk my way in?
I mean, you know the locals. They're open. You can buy something. Here. Full two.
Yeah, Rowan.
Along with them.
DM, if you were to describe this sign for this store, Fimbic and Sons, and you were to use, I don't know, alphabet-like characters to describe it, how would you spell Fimbic?
I would probably spell it Fimbik.
Damn, I nailed that shit.
Fuck you.
Damn, son. All right, as you were.
Sure, yeah, I can go in there and talk my way through this.
Or you want to just walk around and try to scale the building?
I'll look up. No, I can go talk my way through this. That's a good idea. You can take the perimeter while I take a look inside.
Don't get in trouble. Buy something.
Me? Sure. No, I'll buy something.
Here,
Get in trouble.
I'll give him 2 silver to buy something.
Thanks. All right. I'll take off. What's the temperature like right now?
It's fall and pushing night, so it's probably getting a little cold. You guys are pretty north too. So
I will pull in my new cloak, my furred cloak, and I'll shuffle my bare feet towards the door, and I'll open the door since they're open.
Yeah, open the door.
I'm gonna break around the back and look for a point to jump up and find another point of visual, a window, a door.
Okay. So you did put that little, it was like a handkerchief or something in your windows. You go to that window, you jump up and you start peeking in.
What kind of store was this again?
It's a general store, so it sells survival goods, equipment, any sort of trade that they get in.
I'm imagining the like little shop in Frozen.
Yeah, that sort of idea. We're a little bigger than that. But...
Make some blow up.
Anyways,
you open the door and it's got like the classic like little bell on top, dark metal bell. Thing opens as you step in.
I'll just start like looking around.
Sure.
Like just making my way around.
At the back, you see there's a counter where you presumably check out, and you see there's a older, dark-skinned man who just sort of sees you and nods and continues. Looks like he's writing something.
Evening.
Evening. Can I help you find anything particular?
Oh, my friends are off making fools of themselves at the tavern, and didn't feel like my sort of thing, so I thought I'd check out the local wear and tear, if you will.
All right. Well, if
Anything
you need
of any specialities or just general equipment and goods?
Nothing particularly special, though we didn't just get some new hiking gear, and if you'd be interested, fine quality from the south.
Not much one for a hiker, though I do like to spend my time in the outdoors. I'll let you know. I'm gonna just browse for a moment.
What? Continues writing.
Yeah, I'll just slowly browse, take a look at things, take a look at equipment, do some like rudimentary checking of the equipment, and just kind of like giving fuck some time.
Fuck. So you pop up over the window, and you look in, and you're right next to this man. So you can see him. He's sitting on a stool. He's got one leg propped up on a box, and he's just writing in a journal or something.
I can see Finch walking around the store.
Yeah, if you look sort of to the side, you can see Finch walking around, and you see basically behind the counter.
Is there a place to jump up to the second floor?
There's a window up top. If you could
climb,
make
is it
it up,
a cobblestone or is it a Tudor style house? Am I dealing with wood or stone?
I imagine you're dealing mostly with wood. However, there's like a window sill, and it's not a very tall building. So if you could get to the top, you'd have a small little ledge. You could probably try and jump upwards to try and get to that second window.
Excuse me, sir. Do you carry anything in the trade of herbalism? I'm a purveyor of herbs and spices at times, and I lack the equipment for it. An herbalism kit,
we might
if
sort
you would.
Finch or fuck, you see him like grab his lower back as he stands up. He just walks around the counter, and he walks over to like the corner. Human, dark skinned human. He's got like graying stubble, short hair.
I apologize. My name
60.
Go ahead.
Probably 60s, sunspots on the skin. You know.
I apologize. My name is Orion. I'll reach out to shake his hand as he comes around to help me.
Ryan, I'm John Finbeck. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Herbalism.
Are you normally open in this time of the evening? It seemed like most things were closing down around this time.
I was getting ready to, but I can't say no to another customer.
Hate to hold you up.
No problem. He pulls down.
I do want to while he's working, I want to peek around to see if I can see fuck. I don't.
I'm gonna pull a piton out of my bag and wedge it in the sill of the window, just to provide an anchor point. And maybe Finch sees me through the window, my silhouette, getting ready.
I'll roll perception.
You see Sure, roll perception. And
25%.
Go ahead and roll. This would probably be. I'm gonna say this is athletics because you're really just trying to pull yourself up towards the other window.
No, it's 9. Seems really odd.
9. Okay. So you.
I mean, I would just to make a pitch. Vok is not a strong guy. Every point of contact would be due to his nimbleness. I wouldn't do anything strength-wise. I would position it in a position of leverage.
So you pull and the python just pulls out. So you fall down gracefully. I'm not gonna you don't reveal yourself or anything, but you go and you put the python back up and you step back this time and get a running start and jump off the windowsill up and then put your foot on the python to use that to jump up. I'm going to say make an acrobatics check.
21. Wait, I can't.
Um,
I didn't hear any of that.
so I'd say that's a success. So you
So I
jump
got up.
Okay, I was just saying, you got up. I was just saying, I was gonna make acrobatics more difficult, but 21's still plenty. So you jump and barely grab onto the windowsill
Yeah.
and sort of to brace as you bump into the side of the building a little bit.
Is there like any like a balcony or anything close or something?
Just the window.
Just the window?
You could get to the roof if you wanted. That'd be pretty close.
I'm gonna peek in this window first.
You look up and you see a tiny candle burning. Not enough light to really see much, but you see it's on like a nightstand, and there's a bed, and there's someone sleeping in the bed. But that's all you can really see right now. And you see light coming up from a staircase.
I will, dexterous flip up to the roof and just very gently start like tracking my entrances from the roof, like the north, south, east, and west, looking over, seeing if I see a window, any of that while Finch is, continuing on.
Okay.
Question for you also: do you sell, like journals, books, something very similar to what you were writing in earlier, something like that?
Oh,
I'm looking to catalog everything I collect.
Okay. I think this was something like what you were looking for, herbalism kit, if you will.
Yes.
Let me check in the back. He sort of walks behind the counter.
Is that journal still? Is that journal still there? What he was writing in?
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a sleight of hand to snag it?
Sure. He's in the back room, so he can't see you. He went to a different room, so you.
I'm just gonna swipe it, take a peek in it at what he was writing. I'm doing a quick just.
Yep, just a little. You see this page he was writing in. It looks like it was an itinerary for the next day. So organize the shelves. It says general sort of clean, organize, do this. I gotta go do this. But it also says 1 p.m. Tax collection. And then it's underlined.
Right. I'll take a quick flip backwards to see if there's anything of interest. Kind of just like flip through to see if I see any names or things that pop up. Other than that, I'm just gonna right back to where it was. What time did it? It says tax collection. Doesn't say time. 1 p.m. Okay.
1 p.m.
And I'll just close it and put it right back where it was.
Okay. Yeah. You see, as far as names, you saw another John. You see, he said his name was John, but he was referencing another John somewhere.
Not in regards to tax collection.
No, different.
Okay.
It sounded like employee, like John can do that.
Okay.
He comes out and he's got this light tan journal. This is the only thing I've got. Fortunately, it's just this, and it's like a small pocket.
Unused? Unused though?
Yes, unused.
Oh, great! I love it. This will be great for cataloging any herbs and plants that I come across. I appreciate it.
Wonderful. That and the kit then?
Yes, I don't think there's anything else I could use unless you have. We're going on a journey through the towns of the plains, and if there's anything you can think of that would come in handy, I will gladly take advice. I'm not usually one for long travels.
The United Towns, or just which towns?
Just the varying towns within the Ivory Plains.
Okay.
Um,
Looking for advice or something?
no, I just
What's
if
the
I'm not one for travel very often. So if
Oh.
there was anything you had that would be helpful,
Hmm.
that's all. Just deferring to your knowledge of the area.
I'm not much of a traveler myself either. Tend to stick to these places. Good pair of shoes, that's all I say.
I look down. Right. Yeah.
No, maybe not for your kind. You're not halfway. You didn't say that.
I know there's so many ways. Like there's so many ways I don't know how to take that. Right. Gotta let the dogs be free, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Probably don't. My feet. Anyways, how much will that be?
Let's see here. Gosh, kit here be this is an expensive one. Be 4 gold for this. And,
4 gold and what?
3 copper.
Well, certainly that is perfectly reasonable. I thank you, sir. Do you have any books on Dwarvish? Like the
Dwarvish?
language? I'm
Seems
teaching.
more your
We have a ward with us. I'm trying to teach him, but I don't want to have to write out an entire curriculum for him. So I didn't know if you had
Unfortunately, I don't
anything like that.
think we have anything like that.
Yeah, that's fair. I just start packing things up. Kid's kind of a dumbass, anyways. And I'll put my bag on. Thank you, John, for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Come and visit again.
I'm sure we will. Then I'll turn to head out, kind of halfway looking for fuck, but just kind of like.
Yeah.
Fuck, what are you doing?
Really,
up
I'm just trying
I
to.
did what I was asked to do.
I'm trying to peg the floor plan for the second floor.
there? Okay.
However I can do that. I know it's going to be a difficult night, so it'll probably be strenuous. But I just want to get the floor plan, see if I see anything that looks out of place, like it was stolen or something that the road would do, if I'm passing through
Sure.
But
I
mean, I'm not trying to infiltrate this place with just Finch and I.
Sure.
I know better than that.
As far as the upper floor, looks like it's basically just one room. Looks like just the bed. Maybe it could fit another bed or a nightstand or something, but it's pretty small up there.
Then
as far as anything out of place,
I'll go to the opposite side of where I came up, and as I get down, can I see a window on the first floor that is behind the counter, and maybe get a different perspective? See if I can see a basement door before I go meet up with Finch. Just so I have a full floor plan.
You do see one. You see one, but it just looks into a storage room. You see crates, boxes. You see a little of an office section you just see some crates have been moved, and it's just a small desk and a stool with some books and inks and parchment.
Okay.
But really just looks like a storage room.
All right. I'm going to just note that down and
Sure.
I'll walk around to the front side of the building, wait for Finch.
Finch, as you're leaving, John's sort of sitting back there and goes, "Who's we, by the way? You keep saying we."
Oh, it is me and my traveling companions.
What?
Don't
get very many we's around here.
I mean, do you not congregate in more than the singular form, or
Well, you were saying it like you were a group, sort of
I mean, when you go out to
organized
the
group.
when you go out to the tavern with your friends, are you not a we?
Oh, I suppose so. You were. Well, maybe not. Anyway,
Um,
my
I'll
ward and
I'll walk up, like kind of walk up to him. I'm traveling with some to-do noble of sorts. He's not really ready to reveal himself, but trying to get to know the people. I'm starting to talk like you, and I fucking hate it. He's starting to get to know the people. I'm trying to help him with that. You know how
Okay.
those types can be
cool.
Dad, I love you.
disconnected.
Well,
Where's
all
where's the jug?
What would that mean anything to you, sir?
I was just interested. Say you're going to a bunch of different towns. It's not saying which towns or
I'm not sure
You're
which
a
one you're
noble.
going to, if I'm being honest. I'm a
Let's,
I'm a low tier guy.
hell, me too.
You too.
What,
You don't own this place. You have someone higher up that you report to.
This is my place. Me and my son run it. But
Oh,
compared to a noble type,
yeah. No, I completely that's where I'm at. Unfortunately, doing the dirty work. Getting my hands dirty. But we're just passing through right now, so.
Well, if you're interested, I'd love to meet him. I got some connections with the United Towns. If interesting.
Noted. Thank you, sir. I will bring that to his attention.
Have a good night.
I want to insight the fuck out of this guy.
Okay. Roll an insight check.
I want to know if he's on the level of the towns or if he is gonna narc on me to the road.
Okay.
That's where my head's at right now.
Mhm.
Insight is +4, so 14.
14. He seems on the level. He seems like
Action's good.
seems like an old guy, curious, some noble coming around, and seems maybe even hopeful.
Right. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't have authorization to reveal names or do anything like that, so I'm not going to. I'll shake his hand though and say I suspect that he'll reach out, or I'll reach out, or one of us will reach out.
Fair enough. Have a good night.
You as well, John.
Walk you out and shut and lock the door behind you. The rest of you, are you guys doing anything while they've been about? You see Hesh, who I hope that was her name, the barmaid, is sort of interacting with you guys and getting to know you, having some drinks. Polycarp's destroying everyone in arm wrestling. You guys just chilling?
Yeah, I imagine I'm probably sitting next to or near Polycarp, sort of a quote unquote holding court, but I'm really just going to be like listening or maybe talking his ear off or something, but just watching like a train of people go through and get wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably spend a little bit of time discussing scriptures and such with Polycarp.
Yeah.
See what how deep his faith for this is.
And I would say, Jaden, that you would pick up that Polycarp is very sincere about his faith, and very interested in having these conversations. But he always turns it back to the common man. Kind of how do we help the subjects in Sir Roland's future kingdom, and kind of spread the faith and support the faith. There, he's kind of like not as clean and efficient in his belief system and his faith as you might be, like as pure in his faith, because he does enjoy to drink, he does enjoy food and contests of strength and whatnot, but you sense that there's genuineness there and wanting to help people. And then when he's talking to Sir Roland, there's a lot of like, what can you tell me about the land and the area and how we can set things moving in the right direction. And so like you pick up that's kind of his motivation, since he wants to make this a good place to be.
Good cheer.
Mead.
In show of faith, old boy around for Polycarp before heading up to do prayers and go to sleep.
All right. Fuck, you're sort of standing on the corner waiting for Finch to leave. Finch, you walk out, you see the gentleman lock the door behind him. Finch, you see fuck.
I'm gonna do a nonchalant, casual, duck into to the alley.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
find anything? You find anything?
Not really. Nothing much. I got the layout upstairs. Looked like someone might be sleeping, but it looks like it's.
I think it was his kid.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Nice gentleman. Good conversation. I picked myself up an herbalism kit for when we're out in the wild. Help us with some of these wounds, maybe.
Smart.
I think these marks. I think these businesses are under I won't say the road's control, but under the road's watch.
Oh.
I got a peek at his schedule book. Was it tomorrow? Tomorrow he's got a meeting with a tax collector at 1. It seemed really important, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the road. And I'm wondering if these marks are buildings and businesses that the road has their thumbs on that they can use for meetings and businessing. Yeah, I think if whatever you heard here was members of the road using this location for a meeting.
Oh.
I honestly don't believe they had anything. They're not. I think they're just as much victims as anyone else.
I didn't get the impression that they were harboring, anything.
I don't think so either.
1 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah. Possible connection for Sir Rowland. We wanted to meet him. I didn't drop any names or anything, but.
I mean, I have a feeling probably in the next, a 4-day?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna make it to too many towns before people don't start, hearing things about
us. Yeah. No, agreed. I just wanted to delay that as long as we can until we deal with this road problem here.
Well,
we don't want them to see us coming until they see us coming.
I knew you could do it, Finch. I knew you had it in you to do it. So good job.
No, I literally did this all the time. Like as fuck's like walking away from it, I did this for months in my own town. Fuck.
I mean, I think our next course of action for us should be going back to the group and letting them know
Yeah, let's update them and
important
rest.
details.
You guys walk back into See the Sky, Moon's Eye Tavern and Inn. You see-
Anybody out? Like, I don't care.
Um,
Regular
anyone-
people are out.
Anyone
but-
taking a notice in our handiwork?
Yeah. Yeah. Any peering eyes?
I didn't notice they were gone.
you see
Even though I told you we were
one-
leaving.
one guy
I
that's like
forgot about that.
you see one guy that like as you guys have this thought and look about, you see him and he's standing there. And then he sort of walks out and he is sloshed. And he just sort of looks at you.
Look at him.
We won't remember tomorrow.
And then just
Let's
like
go.
keeps walking. But it's that guy, and you see like a cart comes around the corner. Says,
Sounds pretty from pretty
Essence cobbling cart.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cobbler. Nice.
it's-
A cobbling cart fixes shoes on the run. I don't need that.
Yeah, and he just sort of walks by, gives you gentlemen a nod, and just keeps going.
This town seems pretty poor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pieces of shit. Okay, I'm gonna go into the tavern.
So you guys enter back into the tavern. You see there's like 3 young guys, people you don't know, and they're all sort of surrounding Paul.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, my age, 18 to 20, 21-ish.
Nice.
Nice.
God, so creepy.
They're all sort of like chanting on Paul, and you see Rowland's off just sort of watching Polycarp's I don't know, talking to the Hesh, the barmaid or something, and Paul's there with like a shot in front of him. He's like breathing real heavy. He takes it and he's like,
I look over at Rowland. I look back at Paul like as I enter.
and all the guys are clapping, and Paul just retching.
It's a fucking
but
party
yes.
now. I'm gonna go get a couple of tankers.
I slap Paul on the back. I say, "Well, that's one way to grow some hair on your chin. The other way is to have fuck." I lean in. I say, "The other way is to have fuck cut off his arm."
I motioned to the bar and for a small cask that I just want to carry under my arm. Friends, just like
Well,
load
how
'em
we
up.
doing there,
Up.
friends? How are we? Have we learned anything?
The kid can't. He's not a professional yet, but you know he's picking up the general principles of arm wrestling and leverage, and you know after a few more months,
Arm
he might
wrestling.
hold his own.
He's starting to put on muscle
you-
too, so
Well, you arm wrestling? You wanna arm wrestle, Paul?
sure. Give me like
Nice.
5 minutes. Here goes. Get
He's
some
not coming.
water.
I look at everyone else. He's not coming back.
He does come back actually. It's like
Hmm.
he says, "Give me 5 minutes," and it's like 20 minutes later he comes back. He does come back. All right.
I'm in midst talking. So what? Have we? Oh, we're doing this.
I mean,
Oh fuck yeah! All right. I like get up and I walk around the table, and I'm like put my arm up for Paul. I'm like, all right.
puts his arm
I
up.
grip Paul's hand.
Polly, does this look right? He's like, you just form check me.
It's just
Man, my
Hand
hand's
him
so
a
much
shot.
bigger.
hand him a shot.
My hand's
Yeah.
so much bigger than it used to be.
You're doing great, kid.
Yeah,
Great.
you were kind of on par with Paul, and now it's like just a big fat.
The worst part is it looks so much smaller in my hands now.
I asked Rollin if he wants. Would you like to take a wager on?
Shame.
Would you like to wager on who's going to win this one?
I think I better refrain. Obviously, I'm biased.
I'm taking wagers against the boy.
Oh, fuck, you wanna, or Jaden, you're a holy man. You want a referee?
Aiden's
Not
in
a
bed.
slot.
I'm not there.
Fuck,
Aiden's in
come referee.
Sure.
I'm arm wrestling a child.
Almost a man. Almost.
Here's
His
the
13th
rules.
birthday soon.
Keep the wrists straight, elbows on the table.
60 years old. I'm a young man. All right, sorry.
All right.
Fuck, is that young?
You see
For,
that?
I just like go. Is that young for a dwarf? Fuck.
You see the like 3 other boys.
You're fucking old.
scrawny,
You've always been old. Haven't
little-
you been old?
I'm only 60, man. I'm young for my. Am I? I looked at Larsha. Am I young for our race? Okay, I'm still a young man. You're the old fart. You're gonna die in like 10 years.
Probably sooner if I
If
keep
you live-
hanging out with you.
If you live past, if you live past tomorrow.
See one of the boys like slaps Paul on the back, and he takes a shot.
I want to embarrass him. I look
I'm gonna
over to
hold
Raoul
their
and I wanna
hands.
embarrass him in front of his new friends.
I'm gonna
On
hold
second
their
thought,
hands.
I really want to embarrass him.
And like as I count it down, just before I let go, I want to like give Paul a little push as I let my hands
And-
go.
Gah. All right. Athletics check. I'm gonna give Paul advantage on the because
Sure.
You know what
Sorry,
that
I have to roll.
means?
I have to roll. Hold on.
Mhm.
Okay. It's are we
You
doing
got that
athletics
luck.
or strength?
athletics.
Oh, we got a natural 20? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just got a 14. 10
So,
plus 4.
Paul,
I should have put money on my boy.
Yeah.
Instantly, Paul takes the lead. You're about like, I don't know, like 9 o'clock now. You're like really pushed to the edge. Paulie, his form is looking great. Fuck, that push seemed to work.
Fair game,
Says
guys.
two
Fair game. Keep the
successes.
elbows on the table. Elbows on the table. Come on. Get
Good
in
Paul,
on
he
it.
pushes, everyone's screaming. Good roll again.
It's 14 again.
All right, you got a 7. So you push back. You're sort of surprised, and you have to put a little more effort in. You guys are now with the 20. He's still winning at this point, but roll again. Athletics.
21.
You push him. You're back to even and even a little further now. Roll again.
It's
No, 15.
getting worse.
What was it?
15.
15. He had an 8. Now you're just starting to push back. He's holding on though.
I want to do the like
I'm right there with a tankard. I'm like, breathe,
Fine.
boy, breathe.
Breathe through your nose. All right. Breathe through your nose now.
Yeah.
You gotta
Oh,
want it.
baby. I do not want to win this round if I rolled higher.
Okay.
I just want to hold it.
Okay.
That's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 again.
Yeah, he got an 8 again. So
Yeah. I'm just
he's
holding
push-
it. Like
he's
a
not even
rock.
looking at you. He's like doing the thing where he's like pushing his head back.
Fuck,
You
I
gotta
want
kind
to
of keep
grab.
pushing his elbow back down on the table.
Yeah. While I'm holding him, I'll grab a drink. Like.
Yeah. He like stares at you. Big breath. Then he goes in for another
Oh,
hard
oh,
punch.
more. 22.
22. You start pushing to end the fight, and Paul pushes back, and you don't push him down.
Nice.
And I
There you
just
go.
like,
There
I
you
was like,
go.
drop the hammer. No.
Now, who did the friar bet against?
You bet against Paul, didn't you?
Just small friendly bets. Few copper here.
Paul.
That's funny.
Paul sort of looks at you, fuck, and you see like a glimmer in his eye. And he spits
like, what
in Finch's face as he pushes. Finch, you have disadvantage on your roll.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going against him. I let go of his hand as he spits in my face, and I'm punching Paul square in the face.
Okay. You can attack.
I will jump in after the first punch is thrown. All right.
Okay.
I'll be dead. Enough, kids. That's
22
enough.
hit.
22 hits. So
It's
1 plus
it's 5 damage.
He falls
And then my
back.
hands go up. My hands
Off
go up
the
because I know that fuck's gonna come after me. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Fuck instantly, like referee pushes in.
Like, grab Paul by
Paul
his
falls
shirt, catch
backwards
him
off
from
the stool.
falling backwards. You know, pull his chair
I
up
look
a little bit. Hey,
I
come
stand
on,
up.
man.
I stand up. I look at Rowland and I say, "Teach your boy some ethics." And I go to get a drink.
All right. I'm gonna look at Roland, and then look at Fryer. Look at Roland. Look at Fryer. I'm gonna look back at Roland and be like, "This sounds a little too familiar." Hey, Fryer, you getting this guy in trouble?
You definitely should not have done that. And I look at Paul and I like wink.
I'll let Paul go. Get down.
Certainly
Yeah,
didn't
I
learn
start
that
playing.
from me.
He starts like
Finch is
celebrating
walking
with the other young
Finch
guys
is
in
walking away, laughing his ass off. Like he's not mad, but you get a punch in the face.
Yeah.
Paul goes off and celebrates with the other young kids in the bar.
I come back with my
Pat him
drink.
on the
The
back.
rest of the 13-year-olds in the bar.
yeah.
Hey,
He's
they're
got
men.
like
I-
paper towels shoved up his nose now.
They've got like a
sit-
smaller
I sit
table,
down.
a little bit lower.
Yep.
Yeah.
I sit down and I go, I was gonna let him win too. Ugh.
Don't let him win. Come on, don't you? I thought you had self-respect, Finch. Don't give in to that kid. Make him earn it. I think he
Oh, he's a
will.
little shit now. He's not winning. He's not earning it. He's gonna have to earn everything. Anyways, we got a little lead for tomorrow.
Hey, we should go.
And I'm gonna just kind of.
We should go get the big guy.
Why don't we just go meet up in Jaden's room?
Yeah, go upstairs. I don't
I think
know.
it's wise.
I don't know who else is around here. You know.
And even if we do, I don't trust any of them.
Yeah, that's something you should know, Roland. Let's go upstairs. Fryer, if you're interested in some excitement, join us in Roland's
He
bedroom.
doesn't mean weird. He doesn't mean it sounded weirder than he meant it. He says things.
We're in the need of good men like you.
I can't.
I bring up the rear of the group. I grab an extra pitcher of ale and like look around.
I just want to look at the barmaid like, can you send some towels up to our room?
Is that a
He's got
sausage in your
weird
pocket, or are you just
fat.
happy to see me?
I'm looking very uncomfortable.
Anyways,
It's all right. Just a bunch of guys in a priest room.
Actually, in all seriousness, roleplay wise, I do want to go to Hesh,
Ash.
and be like, do you guys do bath service? Like, did I order a bath?
There's an outhouse if you'd like. Especially
I
rock.
can't get like a tub in my room or anything like that. Hot water. I'll put a gold on, not a gold. I'll put 5 silver on the table and slide
Leans
it over.
to Faye, the half-elven girl, and whisper something. That could be arranged.
Thank you. And a bottle of wine. Something fruity. You tell me the price on that. I don't know.
You want expensive or
I want.
effective?
I want a. Do you have anything halfling? Like a good halfling made, like anything from wherever fucking town I'm from. But I'm just Tim saying that to the DM because I don't think we ever established what the name of it is yet. But
Maybe we did. It was a while ago though.
I can't remember. That. But
maybe. Sort of
some good
digs around.
halfling wine in my time. Sound weird.
I think this is it. Could be neighboring, but mostly the same grape fields.
It'll taste right. Anyways, I'm sure. How much?
Two silver for this one.
Pay the one, and I grab the bottle of wine and a cup. And I head up
About
to the
20
room.
minutes later, there's 2 people hefting a horse feeding trough up the stairs. And some more people behind them carrying buckets.
Hot water.
Hot water.
That's all I'm at. Oh, did I ask? Was soap included in that?
Yeah, I assume
Yeah,
so.
okay.
It's lukewarm by the time they actually fill it up.
So as we all settle down, Finch is just after that weird conversation. Finch is just getting nude and jumping in this bath while we're having this conversation. So, anyways,
so you guys are back up in your room now.
We found some information. We found some information. I'm leaning forward now in the bath, with the soap bubbles everywhere. One of the local general goods stores. Fuck, what was that place called?
Fimbick and Sons.
Fimbick and Son. I met with a Mr. John Fimbick. Nice man. Sir Alan, when things settled down, he actually was interested in meeting with you. He says he has connections with the United Towns. It might be good to get his favor.
I'd be most interested.
But this town is definitely under the influence of the road.
Yeah, I mean,
he had a meeting.
The connection, could that not be one of the road? You think it's honest?
I don't know, honestly. Do I know anything about the United Towns? I heard of them?
You'd know of them. It's a collection of 10 towns on the southern side of the Ivory Plains.
I mean, it's possible the road's infiltrated all the way up there, but I mean, my town wasn't a part of it, but I've heard of it.
Right. I'm just being overly skeptical. Sorry.
I think you're wise to do so. The road definitely has to put hands in the pockets of these businesses here. And tomorrow, Mr. Finbick has a meeting at 1:00 with a tax collector that seemed a little too urgent on his schedule, we'll say. But I believe that this is the road collecting their taxes.
Must be.
Is there a tax date? Do we know of a tax date? Do we have taxes that we have to pay every year
towns would have had taxes, and
Yep.
I would
Um,
imagine it would be regional. Like you pay your taxes to your
Yeah.
town, which pays taxes to the Kingdom of Dorithia.
So
Like
this
right.
sounds off.
Right. But because Ivory Plains are sort of highly unregulated and
Yeah, they're sort of
unexplored,
northless right
towns.
now.
Right.
I mean,
So
It's
So
certainly
having
is
taxes
strange.
Odd.
It's certainly strange for a collection of villages to be paying taxes towards a place that doesn't currently have a lord in seat.
Well, they
yeah,
do, right?
in
I mean,
well, they don't know about it yet. In the plains, we usually do trade goods, that kind of thing. Like you help your community by helping your community. We fix the chapel. We help the old lady down the road with her horse and buggy. Like, the tailor makes new robes for the priests. Like that's how we pay our taxes. So we did. I go
Hey,
home.
hey, Friar, you're from this town, huh? You know John Fimbick?
He followed us.
Oh, you
Yeah,
followed
I'm not
us.
from this actual town. I followed you here.
Gotcha. My bad.
Um,
I was busy looking at my magical arm. Sorry.
Like
So
keeping a side eye at Finch in the bathtub. Like
Andrew's checking himself out, by the way. This is the first time he's ever really looked at himself completely unclothed in this new Duragar body. He's a little distracted.
micro penis. Sorry.
So it got bigger.
Just once I want to go in a magical land where I'm fucking, got the grace of God behind me.
No, I have to see. I have this rule. I play fantasy, so I can't do that.
Do you guys have anything else for tonight, or are you guys resting?
Finch is just gonna look himself in the mirror for a long time, clothed,
I mean,
whatever, but looking at his face,
It's
not
been a day.
recognizing the guy he sees.
It's been a day, so prepare.
hey,
in the
nice
morning.
drink.
We should get eyes on this meeting. We should talk about that before we actually get eyes on this meeting.
Why didn't we do this for Winfrey?
What do you mean?
Why didn't we try to save Winfrey? If this was possible.
The opportunity was not afforded to me at that time, and if it was, you probably wouldn't be here. Because he would. No offense. I wish. I don't know. Maybe this
I
new
guess-
guy
I guess-
would stop that from happening. It bears the
Wish
cross.
he was. Would have been nice to have him a day earlier, I guess. And Finch is just like staring at himself in the mirror, like not looking at anybody while he's talking.
Yeah. I'm gonna back myself out of this conversation. It's getting a little too creepy for me. I'll let you have time with yourself. I'll go crawl in a chair, curl up, fetal position.
Right.
You guys
Get dressed.
head to rest for the night. Before we go to break, as your sleep takes you, your arm is like killing you today. Just that connection on the shoulders. After a busy day like this, first real fight with it, it hurts. So you're sort of restless as you go to sleep. Eventually sleep takes you though. Just in the back of your head, right as you drift off to sleep, you hear, "Fuck. Complete me." I'm incomplete. And then you drift to sleep. And we'll go ahead and take a break.
boy. Hold on. Let me finish reading.
I know I would naturally be able to fall asleep after hearing the voice intrude in my mind.
It's that moment right before unconsciousness.
My eyes.
Yes, yeah, he's imagining
Well.
you go to sleep. I'm watching
Alright.
you while you sleep.
We will
Oh,
be back.
Graydon's used to having voices in his head. So.
Cool.
Usually it's drunken voices. I will be back in time. Mics are unmuted. Return screen is unreturned.
Woohoo!
Cams are a little off because Todd's off camera, but that'll adjust once Todd's back on camera. And there they
There
are.
you go. All right. Picking up in the morning. Shit, I don't have the date, but whatever.
Hold on. Never mind.
Well, it's not gonna be what you have though, because it's
I had the
don't think I've
3rd
updated
of
it.
port. 11th
Yeah,
of
so
port.
Long rest for everyone.
Yes.
Oh, hey.
So it'd be the 12th. It'd be the 12th of
Of
ports, because that was 8 days traveled, or no, 12th. 14th. The 14th of ports.
Okay. I'm gonna write that.
Because you guys got to the tower 8 days in, and then I think it was
I'm gonna highlight
spend a
that
night
fucking
there,
shit
and then
underline.
You guys awake, all in the same room, I think. What would you like to do as you wake up in the morning?
Get dressed.
I'll do my morning prayers, get my armor on.
Paul wakes up looking rough.
Black eye.
Morning, Paul.
Hi.
She got a shiner.
Nose is a little, doesn't look broken, but it's bruised up.
Just tap him on the back as they walk by at some point and say, "Proud of you."
You leave, and then he's like, "Thanks."
Good, you're up.
So you guys-
I'm gonna need some help here with the usual.
Okay. He starts helping you.
Oh,
Slow it away.
A little
Jaden.
heavy on the aftershave this morning, huh?
Jaden,
Yes.
Father, I had a question.
Yeah.
So this whole, I'm not. I wasn't talking to you, fuck.
Oh, I thought I heard fuck.
I might have just said fuck. Sorry. Father Polycarp and Jaden, I had a question. Was it true the rest of Dorithia, everyone has to worship Sans? The only approved thing to do?
DM?
Well,
You don't
I-
have to worship Sans, but if you're gonna worship anyone legally, it has to be Sans. You can be an atheist if you'd like, if you're gonna worship anyone.
No. Well, there is a lot of people who don't believe in the faith, like me and Brother Polycarp here. If you were to choose faith, it would be Sons.
I put my faith in the crown.
Both of those sound like horseshit. But
Slowly
why
start raising Warhammer.
No, James,
I
right.
know I
Crown
was
is sanctioned. The
I was
crown
joking,
is sanctioned
joking.
by Sans. The crown is sanctioned by Sans. Now, of course, Sans is the voice of the land and everything. There are some minor deities that may have abound, but they are not sanctioned in the same way that Sans is. And if you are looking for the one true light in your life, then certainly you would gravitate towards him.
Right.
Well said, brother.
So, Crown tells you who to worship, where to take a shit, to eat.
Sans works in mysterious ways.
That's not what I grew up being taught, but small towns. Just curious. Didn't mean to offend.
No offense taken. We know that everybody has their own opinion. As long as that opinion doesn't go too heretical, I should say. Like our friend we met in the church.
Yeah. No. I highly, full respect to you all in your church. Sorry. Got lost in thought. Got lost in memory there for a minute.
There are many ways to the light. Not all paths are linear. And there's many ways to be brought into Sans flock. Some of them are quite circuitous. Look at me. Prior to this, I enjoyed crushing a skull or two in my days as a soldier. But ultimately, I arrived here. I mean, I'm able to live a meaningful existence in his service, still imbibe, still engage in contests. Not all of us are as militant as Jaden here in our beliefs.
We are simply two swords of the same coin. Sans, not only does he have to have his preachers spread his word, he also has to have his enforcers.
What are you enforcing?
The will of the Lord of the land.
You. All right. Anyways, enough of this. I walk over by Paul, and I just do one of those like just like fast like.
It's kind of delayed. It's kind of delayed though. He's like, after you've already done it.
I just slap him on the shoulder. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we have a meeting. We have a meeting at 1. What are we do until then, boys? Unfledged, somewhat recently fledged.
Yeah, we should figure that out, right? I mean, it's kind of
Well,
contradictory.
I think the obvious is it's Sir Rowland and the unfledged.
It makes sense.
He's the one who's fledged. We're not. We go where he goes.
I have no current requirement that any of you swear fealty to anything that you
Does it
would
feed
feel
your
uncomfortable with.
narcissism,
However,
Roland, having your
I do
name out
believe-
front?
I think there comes a point in a time in any knight's life that he must ride with full banner, and I think that I appreciate what we're doing right now. Going
I'll
banner.
kind of tap fuck and say, hey, his name's out, his head's out. I'm fine being nameless.
Me too.
All
I just
right.
like hearing them talk
So-
sometimes.
As long as I'm
They'll just
doing
keep
the
So
going,
does he.
well.
going and going.
Yeah. No. Meanwhile, like while you guys are having that aside, like
Yeah.
Rowan's still just.
Yeah.
He's having his whole own monologue.
Honestly, I got him talking last night just so I could fall asleep.
That's how you
The
take like
love
this
is
the really
nice.
quick thing. You guys just wind up Rowan. You just like get
Yeah,
him
yeah.
going on something.
So-
You do have. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I would just say, like, Polycarp would engage with Rollin and be like, you're the beacon of this land, right? If you're the steward of this particular land that you've been granted, part of what we should do is being drawing the people to the faith and strengthening their faith through good works, and part of that is developing your own banner that people can rally behind, and you know think about how you might incorporate Sans into that banner to become a beacon, perhaps like a lighthouse with his symbol on top. I don't know.
Fuck. If you didn't work so hard to bring me back to life, I'd kill myself right now.
I was gonna say, you did just recently procure materials for
yeah. So we do have materials. I know. So Rowan is very. I'm not even gonna roll for like persuasion or anything against it. I would say Rowan is very easily convinced of whatever the most recent thing he's been told. So like right now he's really considering like some kind of lighthouse with a W on top. So he's really that's his current leaning.
Oh, also, guys, there were a couple marked businesses when we were out last night that had the symbols of the road. Yeah, I crossed those out. So, keep your eyes open for retaliation of some sorts. If the tax thing is what we think it is, that could have ruffled some feathers.
So about that, I had a thought. Think about it. If it were to come to town, and obviously there will be today to collect taxes, and like you said, there's multiple businesses, it seems to be under this taxation of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Surely they'd see about collecting it all at once.
Like, you think everybody comes to
No,
Finbix?
not all together. They will probably go to the stores one by one in this day.
That's a good point. Lookouts on the businesses, and then maybe a group at Finbix, like a main presence, and stuff. I'm quick enough. I can do the furthest away. That way I can dash and run to you guys if I need to. That's a good plan. That's Jaden. That's brilliant. That's definitely.
Put me on a mountain and put me somewhere.
Yeah, I think you by Finbix might get the most interaction, right?
Didn't think what was his name
Please,
again? John?
Jaden, please. Let's try to Orion, please.
That's right. My apologies. Orion said about his name was John, I believe you said.
Yes.
Wanted to meet our friend.
He was very interested.
Wondering if perhaps with maybe me outside, I could potentially be. Me and Brother Carpe could be preaching the word of sons as a distraction, while you and Roland might happen to be in there to talk to him at the arranged time.
DM, is there a point that I can place myself so I can see both Fraud's Furs and Diama and Sons? That way I could keep focus on them if the other group, like if we split parties.
Right.
I'm just trying to remember.
if you so if you imagine the tavern in sort of the center of the town, just below, just right behind the tavern, sort of below the tavern is a central road.
Okay.
On the right side is Diamond Sons.
Okay.
And then if you go left and then up the street a bit, just like a house next is Freud's First. So if you stayed on the corner,
Yeah, I can see them both.
right here, you could you'd have to move a bit. You'd have to kind of go back and
I
forth.
would be able to see traffic, right?
Right.
Pick out,
Yes,
pick
you
out similar clothes and, you know, do the stuff that I'm good
Yep.
at. All right.
Yep. You'd be right on the corner.
I can cover the back too. If the rest of you want to either engage or provide a secondary protection for the people that are engaging, and if needed, I can run to you quick.
Let's have Paul stand by with my horse. I'll be on foot to talk and be a face.
Okay.
But if anything needs to go down, I'll have the best chance of catching up with Vok.
Okay, so plan is Fox gonna go sit the corner, watch out Freud's Furs and Diamond Sons, and you guys are gonna go stake out Finbic. The rest of you are all going there, or are you guys chilling at the tavern?
Seems to be planned.
I would accompany Rowland to Finbic, I think, just because I was the initial contact, so I feel like I should be there.
I just
I like
feel
that.
like, and that makes sense. If you have Jaden and Fryer on the outside, well, Roland and Finch go inside, and then I'm like overlook, you know, a
Right.
couple blocks down. I'm cool.
I
with
think
that
another
if you
thing I'm
guys
going to be
are-
doing is I'm going to be in full armor, but like cloaked up, you know, no
Sure.
helmet. But like you can't mistake it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like it's the silhouette is there. The
Actual-
profile, the impression is there.
Okay, so I see you guys probably had a later start. Got pretty late, so it's probably 10-ish now. Maybe 10:30. So Fox is gonna go scout out the corner, keep an eye on Diamond Sons and Freud's Furs. Are you guys going now to Finbic, or are you waiting till closer to the meeting time?
Feel like we should like noon or like talk to this guy for like an hour and see if like he rushes us out, see if we can see where he goes or if someone comes.
Okay. So, Fuck, give me a perception check while you are watching the corner.
It's not good.
Not good. Okay. Nothing seems to catch your eye
Is there
right
a
now.
parcel?
About an hour
Is
goes
there a
by.
mail place here?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I probably get involved in that and write a letter to home. Or
Send
to
some.
my handler.
Okay.
Send a couple
Mhm.
gold and miss everything because
Sure.
family.
Yeah. So I said it's your first hour. Give me another one for your second hour.
That one's better. 23.
23. Okay. Around 12:30. Guess. Somewhere close to that. Towards the tail end of your second hour, you see Freud's Furs. Let me check what's there. I didn't say. You see this human woman, older gray hair, comes and just flips a sign to closed, and then shuts the door. And then you see 4 individuals just walk in.
clocking him. Height, weight.
You see, there's looks like a small folk, older, gray, long hair, like goes center of the back. Didn't really get a look at his face.
Right.
Pretty lean.
Probably
Human
Finch's
man.
Dad.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Human man. Big, thick beard, bald head. Slightly overweight. Tan skin. You see, elven woman who sort of leads them. Very lithe, long limbs, sharp features, but has this like golden hair that's tied into a ponytail at the back. And then you see another human man, middle-aged, short, well-trimmed beard, dark black hair, and they're all in sort of common clothing, maybe bits of leather armor under some of it.
Okay. Just watching and seeing if they go from them to what other business, tracking them, and if I find a correlation, then I will bounce to my group and let them know.
So you see them in there. They're in for about 10 minutes or so. You see they walk out, and you see the cobbling cart as they walk out. Just sees him and starts to like walk away at a brisk pace before the elven woman goes, snaps her fingers, and he stops. Sets the cart down, and they have an interaction on the road. And then he picks his cart up and
Is the road
stumps and walks away.
cobblestone, like pebbles?
I was imagining it dirt road, maybe some gravel, but mostly dirt.
Alright. If I can find a spot as soon as I know they're kind of harassing this guy, I'll pick up a stone, hide myself as much as I can, and fucking huck it at one of them.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Okay. While you are hiding.
22.
The rest of you, 22, okay. Holly, Rowland, Jaden, and Finch, you guys head to Fimbic and Son. Holly and Jaden are staying outside, and Rowland and Finch are headed in.
Yeah, on the way there, I'll be discussing with Polycarp. I believe what are we going to do for distraction? Make us not look conspicuous. Maybe simply preach the word.
Didn't they say that this one wanted to speak with me? He wanted some kind of audience?
He did. He wanted an audience with you. He wasn't sure. He thought he might have some connections for you.
Perhaps just showing up in droves could look like a serious entourage, and that could
it would make sense. It would make sense that we would honestly exactly what we're doing makes sense. Leaving you two outside to keep an eye out while we go in fits kind of our dynamic.
And not to deter you from preaching the word, but do it in a way that keeps you vigilant, I suppose.
We don't need to draw a crowd.
So you guys just start sort of soapbox preaching, or just kind of walk by. Most people bow their heads and sort of nod to you as they walk by. But Finch and Rowland, you guys enter the store. The bell rings as you enter, and you see in the store, sort of reorganizing some shelves, is a younger man that you didn't see before Finch. He's got like dreadlocks tied up into high bun and like undercut.
I'm gonna take a guess and go. Are you John?
Yes.
I
What now?
believe yes, I believe I met with your father yesterday. The name's Orion.
Oh. Right.
I have my lord here who wanted to meet with your father at his request.
Okay.
I bow, but not as deeply.
I'll go fetch him. And he
Thank you.
walks to the back, sort of looking over his shoulder, curiously as he does. As he heads up a very tight set of stairs.
Rowland, I've been thinking about your banner. What is it you want to say to the people of the Ivory Plains? What do you want? What images do you want to project? Do you want to project a ruling of an iron fist, or a watchful guard tower, or something? You know, I'm just wondering what kind of ruler you want to be.
Well, look, Orion. I think that the Iron Fist just doesn't suit me that well.
Good.
I love the idea
Suit the
of,
town.
I want to convey this sense of, that I'm taking advice from as many as I could. I really do. Oh, excuse me.
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen.
I present to you. Good to see you again, sir.
You as well.
I apologize for the abrupt appearance, but my lord insisted we come right away when he heard the news that you wanted to meet with him.
He bows deeply.
May I present Sir Rowland? Are we saying the recently fledged, or the fledged, or Sir Rowland?
I do have quite a title that I could read off if I dig it up.
The Lord will introduce himself.
Pulls out a scroll.
Okay, hold on. Got it here in the notes.
Yes, Lord. Yeah.
Lord,
I like that.
Okay.
I like
Lord.
Lord.
Yeah,
Lord Shanananananananani.
all right. Sir Rowland the Fledged, formerly the Unfledged, Lord of the Ivory Plains, the Bearded Knight, the Flowered, the Bannerless.
It's a mouthful. We're working on it.
Lovely.
Once we get a
anyways.
banner, I'm just gonna keep adding formerly to everything.
Formerly the bannerless, now bannered.
My lord. Present to you, John. I'm sorry. What was his last name again?
Finbeck.
John Finbeck. John Finbeck.
John Findick. Follow.
Quick question. So these are all subjects of Sir Rowland. Would they know yet that they are subjects of?
They do
this
not
book?
know yet.
We have not told them that yet.
We've been playing that one cool.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Well met, Mr. Finbick. I was told you sought some form of audience.
Well, I have some connections, and Orion said participating in some sort of campaign at the towns, and he was quite sure if we were going through the United Towns or just random towns. I was interested in your goals. And,
Yeah, I see. Well, for the sake of state security, I can't tell you a precise campaign path, but I can tell you that our goals are to seek out and eradicate those who break the laws of this sovereignty. Let me be more clear. There are those that make their gain
I
by
never break eye
harming-
contact.
by harming those that cannot protect themselves. And my role is to make sure they go punished. And everyone can know about it.
John, get us some chairs. You see, the younger guy goes and flips a sign to close, shuts the door, pulls some chairs up for everyone.
I presume me and Polycarp see him walk out and flip the sword.
Yep.
Okay.
What exactly are you applying? Are you
I'm gonna lead.
sort of
I'm gonna
political
lean in.
figures or just you're knighted? But
My
I am knighted.
my lord here, in complete confidence, you understand. We're not ready to reveal such things. My lord here has recently been, and like Finch does like he tries to not make it sound like a dissatisfied sigh, but he was gifted the Ivory Keep and has been made lord over the surrounding lands in an attempt to gain the people's favor and purge the sickness that is within these towns. I
That's right.
think you know of which I speak.
I do. He sort of looks both you over, and an uncomfortable amount of time goes by of just him looking both you over, sort of looking at his son.
Have any information to give, now would be the time.
These goons that purge our town. It's not just us. Obviously, you know that.
Do you speak of the road?
I know not the names, but I suppose that's it.
Give me a. I'll pull out the book that he gave me. And a quill. And quickly just draw the symbol of the road, and I'll hold over. Is that them?
She looks at it, pulls down some reading glasses. Yeah, they all have those on their arms or their chest.
Close it, put it back in my bag. I look at Rowland and I just kind of nod knowingly at him, like affirming what we already knew.
They're coming today. They've been extorting us, and
What are they threatening you with if you don't pay?
just gives you a knowing look.
Fair enough.
Something I can't buy back. They probably
They're coming here.
looks for a clock. Coming soon.
I'm gonna stand up and walk towards the door. And I'm just gonna unlock it and open it. I'm gonna look at Jaden and Polycarp and go, and just get in.
We wrap up our sermon quickly. and you're all safe. Okay.
And blessed to all the people of this land.
Shut up, guys. Get in.
Hey.
You guys shuffle in.
This is our associates. I didn't think. I thought that your visitors may not come if they saw them out front.
You see his son sort of whispering. And he just sort of waves him off.
Something you'd like to share with the class, son?
He sort of gives you a look. No. I love to help you. I have connections with the.
You're going to. So, what time is this man supposed to be here? These men?
It's a group of individuals. I'll be here in 45 minutes.
Guys, we have 45 minutes.
And you said you have connections with
the United Towns of Plains. I've been trying to get Willowsdale into their fold, but too small.
Perhaps under new rulership we can change that.
That was my hope when you mentioned you were
No,
pain of sorts through the towns.
We come back home a little quid pro quo. I think this will make a nice ambush, don't you think, Sir Alan? Jaden?
in this room.
Yeah, they're coming here.
I'm sure if, as much as it would be lovely, I'm sure our ambush would very much damage our friend's store here.
He sort of nods to you.
Let me get on my mount. Let me go around the corner.
And another thing, if it's not just these individuals, let's say they have someone in the shadow.
Fair enough, fair enough. What is this?
His name would be tied to this. I'm sure he doesn't wish for that.
Can you give us a visual identifying or name of the one who comes and collects?
It's different every time. Sometimes there's only one. Sometimes there's 6.
I imagine with the disturbances yesterday, it'd probably be more on the side of 6.
I certainly hope so.
Perhaps we can meet them before they arrive then.
Hear me out.
I'm looking for information. I'm not looking to just straight up murder people.
Oh, I was hoping that we rout them, and then when they failed to show back up to their higher ups, they would know something was up, so they would send another sort of brigade out, and then we would rout that brigade, and then we would continue that until the
that will cause an endless wave of enemies to come for this town.
Holy shit! Can you? I'll look at John. I apologize. We're not going to make a mess in your store. We won't cause the trouble. But can you give me a minute?
And then after that, we would route the next wave.
No.
Upon just waves of blood.
And I'll lean over into him. I say, more for the less you know, the less you have to lie about.
The younger man's like, this is our store. I think you can go. And John, the older man's like, it's fine.
Now hear me out.
We'll step back.
We could ambush them. With word to stop. Right.
I have an idea. Fuck's not here. Fuck. I have an idea, but I feel like I need to run it by Fuck.
Cut to Fuck. Cut. Fuck, you are hiding in the shadow. You. Back of the head. You hit the human man with the well-trimmed beard. He sort of just looks around. Doesn't see you. And then he just sort of steps out. Whoever fucking threw that. Try it again. It's fine, Karen.
Fucking boulder just comes slowing down.
That elven woman just sort of hits him in the back of the head again. Just continue on their way, and they start walking toward Daima and Sons.
So is it like buildings on buildings, or
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
They got a little space, but some are
Jumpable?
building on buildings. Some have a little bit. Oh yeah.
For me at least. I don't know.
Yeah, for you definitely.
Yeah. Okay. I will let them pass and do that like typical cop car. Start the car.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
get out with my lights behind them. But I would like to make it to an aerial point.
Okay.
And
Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check
Okay.
to get up there.
Fucking A. 13.
13. I'd say it takes you longer than you
Yeah.
you do get up there.
Okay.
You're a little further.
As I'm running across the tile, any loose debris that I might use as a throwable object at this douchebag,
Okay.
they just challenge the guy to hit him with a baseball again.
Go ahead and make a. I'll say, make a stealth check. I'm not gonna make you roll a hit. He's enough.
Stealth check is.
But
Oh wow, that's bad. 13.
Oh no.
13. Okay.
That's a 3 on the die for Vok.
So you
Where shit starts going sideways.
hits him in like the shoulder, and he turns around.
Oh,
and he's
I
like,
wasn't trying to hit him. I was picking up.
Oh, you just. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was looking for a piece. I was gonna do
Oh.
it comically before they entered the building as like bird shit.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you find a piece.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. No. I'm definitely not this soon.
I thought you had
Yeah,
thrown
no,
another one.
I'm
I was like,
smarter
okay.
than that. Andy
Okay,
might
okay.
not be, but
So, yeah,
Vok is definitely
you,
more intelligent than.
A loose piece of like
Is it wood?
a loose shingle.
Like
Looks
clay?
like shingle
Is-
comes.
Is
Yeah.
it like a clay tile? Oh, okay.
Yep.
As
You pick that
I
up.
just want to follow them on the rooftop, and I'm gonna try to crush the clay up a little bit like birdshot. You
Okay.
know, just break it into pieces. I'm not trying to inflict damage on this guy. Now it's
Sure.
Now it's about fucking knowing that I'll do it again and again, and then I'll probably end up killing him. But and they went to Dimos.
Yep.
Okay. We're just now from the aerial. Can I see where my party is?
You can't. So as they're walking in, you're on a building, and down to your right, you see there. It's not too far away. You see Polly and Jaden entering the building.
How far away are they?
In like feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I need to know this.
Rods.
Let me look up something real quick.
Okay.
Shit will load.
While making your calculations, know that 1 foot equals 0.06 rods. So, I hear about how far
That's good to know. That actually helps me a lot. Probably about 200, 250 feet.
Fuck.
It's not horrible. A couple of rounds.
Yeah, no, I was thinking. I mean, I've used my boomerang before in this campaign as like an alert mechanism, and I was gonna try to chuck it at like the door and stick it in, to alert the guys. But that's not gonna. That's too far.
Now that the DM's temporarily gone, I'll let you all know this. 4,166 rods away.
I still don't know what any of this means. I was like, do I write this down? Do I write the conversion down?
Depends on how neurotic you are.
I'm really neurotic.
Absolutely write it down. Then you should also know that it's not just 4,166, but then it's 0.666.
So it's 1.6 feet?
The conversion is 0.06 feet.
0.06 feet?
Yeah.
That means nothing to me.
All right.
Big
That means even less to Kieran. Kieran's like, what the fuck is that?
DM's back. DM's back. Still
So-
your rod conversation.
So,
What do you say?
I'm outnumbered 1 to 4 right now. Not good odds. There's nothing. I probably sympathize with what's happening inside as they go in diamonds, but I'm gonna move and kind of like skitter across the roofs to a point where I'm closer to my party, and I can
Okay.
still see, like like the midpoint.
Yep.
I'll burn a key if you would like me to.
Sure, you got kind of one distance where you got to cross over the street, basically.
Sweet.
So you got to get a running start.
Perfect. I will. Burn,
Are you looking to
burn
be
one
like-
for Step of the Wind?
Are you looking for like 100 feet to Fimbix, or like 60, or what are you
Actually,
looking for?
if I
Kinda
can
got
get within 100, I would throw my boomerang at the door.
Sure. Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
And it's at disadvantage because it's past my normal
Yep.
range, right?
Yep.
The lowest is an 11. At
11. It's a door, so
Okay.
it hits its AC.
yeah.
So you just hear a little, as you guys, John and John Jr. Sort of head into the back room. The younger man, sort of hesitantly, still walking backwards, sort of keeping an eye on you. You hear a boom at the door.
I'll honestly kind of want to draw my sword a little bit of that. I'll walk towards it and open it.
You see a boomerang on the front steps.
You know the boomerang.
Yeah.
It probably says like "fuck you, Finch" on it, or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
really stupid.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'll pick it up and tuck it in my back, like my belt, and then just kind of close the door back.
Fuck, about 10 minutes later, they exit the building and start walking down the road.
Okay.
Leave. So what are we doing then? We're doing an ambush outside.
I think we need more information before we do anything. I think we need to play this smart. This isn't just the type of situation where we just decide to fuck everyone up. And there was fucking blood magic that almost put me on my ass again before Father here came and saved my ass.
I'm starting a timer for a minute.
I think we should leave and keep an eye on
Agreed.
things.
Agreed. I'm gonna get out, get mounted with Paul, and we're gonna go wander around and hang out at like a corner somewhere.
Okay, make a stealth check.
John,
I assume you're trying
thank
to
you.
be-
Yeah, thank you for your time. We're gonna get out of your hair. Just know that we're hoping to take care of this with as affecting as little many people as possible. Little people as possible.
Should I expect to see you again?
I would expect so, yes.
Okay.
As far as you know, this never happened. We were never here.
Of course.
I feel like we should stagger our exit.
Finch, as you turn to leave, the door opens. And you see elven woman with golden hair tied into a ponytail.
I want to thank John. Thank you for the kits and the journal. Again, have a good day. And I'll nod to the woman, just kind of like a good morning, like a good afternoon nod. Lock her, and I'll walk out.
As you start to walk out, your the back of your breastplate, you feel a tug. Who's that young man? John.
Hello?
You're not supposed to have anyone in here. And you get pulled back into the room and the door shuts. And that's where we'll pick up next week. Or not next week, but next time.
No.
Wait.
I want to go through that door in a minute.
So is
No.
the only one in there?
This is good.
And
He's
you
the
wanna
only
know
one in there.
what's gonna really suck is Vok wants to throw a clay ball at this clean-shaven human guy. So I was gonna do that before this. Now I have to choose between doing that and actually doing something right. Oh man.
No, this is good. This might work out to what I wanted to do anyways, so we'll see how it goes.
So 2 weeks from this day, we'll be back here, ready to play. This Tuesday we have Diaries of a Wimpy Graviturgist, and next Saturday we have session 2 of our Wayward Chronicles in Narnia campaign, which is just chaos. So
Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Tune in, like and subscribe. And
Like and subscribe.
I think that's it.
check.
Mic check.
Mic check.